After the Big Ten has won a third straight national championship, the Indiana Hoosiers, the Ohio State Buckeyes, and that team up north, 3 straight years the Big Ten has dominated these sports. It's time to claim that the SEC's reign of power and terror is over. And it's time for the Big Ten dominance. Northern football, big boy, smash mouth, and a little bit of Ryan Day, throw it all over the park type of football, folks. Defense first football in the Big Ten. That's how it's won in Columbus, in Ann Arbor, and the Hoosiers, they got their own brand and a little twist on things too. Now, Oregon and USC might have something to say about it. A title next season. Are they contenders? Oregon probably is. Indiana definitely. Ohio State, yeah. Out of the SEC, I don't know, Rob. What do you think? Is the SEC done?
Well, for the third straight year, not only did an SEC program not win the national championship, but they also didn't even make the national title game. Going back to 2023, it was Washington from the then Pac-12 versus that team up north from the Big Ten. And then the following year, you had the Ohio State Buckeyes, Big Ten football, against Notre Dame, which, by the way, Notre Dame, you still need to join the conference. And
Northern team also.
And then this season, you had the Miami Hurricanes from the ACC and the Indiana Hoosiers from the Big Ten. So, third year in a row, no SEC champion, and an SEC team didn't even make the national championship game, and the only SEC team to make the semifinal game was Ole Miss, and they didn't even have a head coach. But if we're talking about, let's go all the way back from the beginning of the college football playoff, or we can go back to the 2000s, because that's when the SEC's dominance was really
It started.
it really started.
Started with Florida in 06.
I mean, let's see. Let's name a couple.
Florida,
Let's name.
LSU.
I'm gonna name other teams that weren't the SEC that won the national championship. So we had the Miami Hurricanes, Ohio State Buckeyes, USC Trojans,
Nebraska.
No, we're talking about 2000s, Peter.
Oh, yeah. No, they lost to Miami. Yeah.
So
Oklahoma won it in 2000.
Oklahoma Sooners, Texas Longhorns. I think I already said that.
05, yeah.
And then, you go to the college football playoffs, Ohio State.
Twice.
Yeah, Ohio State twice, Clemson, Michigan, now Indiana. So that's 10 teams that weren't the SEC from 2000 up until now. But if you look at the trend now, man, the Big Ten is supreme, dude. And what's the difference now? NIL has completely changed the game. Ever since, players have been able to get paid fat checks and endorsements from outside companies or whomever, Dr. Pepper commercials, Nike, Air Jordan, car dealerships, whatever. Well, speaking of car dealerships, that was the main prize for recruits back in the heydays of no NIL in terms of SEC schools. Yes, I'm talking about Alabama, Georgia. I mean, Alabama was the biggest culprit of them all. Remember, I think it was Tua Tagovailoa. He was standing next to his new Benz or whatever, or his Mercedes or whatever luxurious car that was. They didn't even try to hide it either. So it was quite obvious that there was some backdoor deals going on. But now NIL, go on.
I think NIL played a big role. I think coaching, both retirements and coaches moving on, has played a big role too. Dan Lanning left Georgia for Oregon. Nick Saban retired from Bama, and Kalen DeBoer has not maintained the level of success. Yes, they made the playoffs this year. They weren't worthy, and they proved why. They proved why they didn't belong. Yeah, they got one win, and then they got their ass handed to them. Bama is not the same program. They're not. Georgia is good at defense. They're not the same on defense without Dan Lanning. Kirby Smart is good defensively. not good enough offensively anymore, and definitely not elite of elite defensively anymore. Auburn, they've won national championships, multiple ones this century. Where are they? Nowhere to be found. LSU, trying Lane Kiffin route? Yeah, good luck with that scumbag.
Yeah, speaking of Alabama, they were carrying the conference the whole entire time. If you take away the Crimson Tide, if Nick Saban never got hired or anything like that, would we be talking? Would we have been talking about the SEC reign or would there even been an SEC reign?
Yeah.
Alabama has
I don't
been
know.
carrying the conference for years, and when the GOAT retired, it looked like Kirby Smart was going to take his place with 2 national championships in a row.
Yeah.
And then after all those high draft picks left, they fell off.
And we're rating that program. Now, I know our program got rated too, but we rated their program with Downs and now Quay Russo and James Smith coming to Columbus from Tuscaloosa. And what about Florida Gators? Post Urban Meyer, what have they been the last 15 years? Yeah, 06 and 08 was a long time ago, fellas.
Yeah, man, it's dude, I think it was like LSU twice, Florida
LSU twice, they beat us.
LSU twice, Florida twice. Then you had Auburn.
Auburn in 2010. Undefeated season in 04, got robbed of a national championship
And then
berth.
you had all those Alabama years. Dude, I don't even before the college football playoff from like 2009 to before the college football playoff, I don't think there was one non-SEC champion. Actually, wait, yeah, Florida State, yeah.
Florida State in 2013, they
Florida State in 2013.
Jameis Winston and the boys, and then Clemson, but not that was playoff though. That wasn't pre-playoff.
Yeah, but dude, it's
What
been
do you think?
it's been the Alabama Crimson Tide show, but now that that's over, dude, I think that I mean you make a good point with coaching as well. I mean there is a lot of home run hires being made within the Big Ten. I mean, Kurt Cignetti, obviously the biggest turnaround job in all of college football. They're not going anywhere. They have a lot of talent coming to Bloomington. So
Dan Lanning's good, maybe not elite, but very good. Ryan Day's elite. We know that.
Ryan Day. I could see Lincoln Riley. I mean, they just made a really great defensive hire. I think it was great. I think it was Gary Patterson, who was the old
Patterson, TCU's former head coach.
He was the old TCU head coach.
Yep.
And he basically put them on the map. But man,
and then also Kyle Whittingham. He's maybe not elite, but he's very good.
We'll see what happens with Kyle Whittingham. It's
not going to win national championship.
Yeah, more than likely not. I
more than likely not. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, but other than that, man, like I don't think we're gonna see an SEC champion for quite some time. I mean, we all heard for many years the SEC it means more.
If we're going to see one, right?
It obviously doesn't mean more.
If we're going to see one, who would it be? Who would you pick? Georgia?
Dude, you know, you may make fun of Lane Kiffin, and here's the thing:
he's got a shot.
You know, we've talked about it, and you know, I think I texted you or Matt about this.
Yeah, you did.
And basically, huh?
They got a shot. Yeah, I think it's a scumbag, but they got a shot.
I was gonna get to the point that I was gonna make. So what ended up happening? Why Lane Kiffin just suddenly took the job? It's because he called Nick Saban, and Nick Saban pretty said, "You will regret not taking the LSU job because it is the best job in America," and that has come from the GOAT himself. So, best job in America. Great resources, recruiting, money, you name it, facilities, you name it. And look at the job he did at Ole Miss. Now, we saw what happened with Brian Kelly, but was Brian Kelly really that great of a coach? No. Not. I mean,
Good.
He's a great program builder. He can turn around a program, but can he take it to an elite level? No, I think Lane Kiffin has a legitimate chance to take this LSU program to an elite level. And you know what? He saw the writing on the wall at Ole Miss, and it was time to get going. He took that program as far as he could. Yes, Pete Golden got to the semifinals,
Yeah.
but that was with Lane's players. So
Lane's pissed off players. I don't think Ole Miss will have. I think they're going to fall flat on their face. I think if I were going to pick an SEC school, which I don't think anyone's going to win one for the rest of the decade, that's my prediction. A national championship will not come from the SEC for until 2031 or later. But I would pick either Georgia or LSU. I don't think Bama has a shot under DeBoer. I don't think Florida has a shot under whoever the frick they decide to be their head coach. I don't think there's any other contender. South Carolina, no. Vandy, maybe, because there's a lot of money in Nashville, maybe.
what about Texas?
Absolutely. And Oklahoma, too.
You think Texas
Absolutely.
had a legitimate shot?
I think both do. Yeah, absolutely. Both rivals.
Man, Oklahoma, you think Brett Venables can?
I mean, they made the playoffs this year. I think they make it again this next year, too.
Yeah, I mean they oh yeah, dude. The Florida Gators head coach is John Sumrall, who was hired on November 30th, 2025.
Yeah, so I don't think Florida has a chance. That's my opinion.
I mean,
Not
he was the Tulane head coach. I mean, he made Tulane respectable.
He did. Really we'll see him in a couple years. We'll see. You got 2 years to build a program now, not 3. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, everyone ever since the firing of James Franklin just so abruptly, everybody's on a short leash now.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Kurt Signetti did it in 1 year at freaking Indiana. It can be done anywhere if you have the right staff
and here's the thing.
Enough money.
They're here to stay. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to back.
They could go back to back. Ohio State's going to be in that conversation. Oregon will be. Texas, Notre Dame, and Miami. Those are my 6 competitors for the national championship next season. I mean, so one out of the SEC. One.
I think that
maybe
Michigan
Georgia too
could possibly get in that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But other than that, the Big Ten is here to stay. We have this paradigm shift, this transfer of power, and the SEC reign is over. The Big Ten is supreme. It's gonna be supreme for years. Coaching is different, a lot more elite coaching. The NIL and transfer portal has balanced the talent, and we've seen what happened with that. It's game over for the SEC.
Game over. Your dynasty, your reign of terror and power is over. Go Bucks and God bless. We'll see you on the next one.
OH.
I-O.